Good morning, guys. How y'all doing? This is Rusty 78609, and I'm in Central Texas, USA on Highway 29 going east towards Round Rock, Texas, where I'm going to have lunch with my grandson at about 11:30. It's 9:24 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is February the 28th, the last day of the month. It is Tuesday, and I am rolling with Molin. Waltzing Matilda. Somebody made a comment about that. Got to be careful. That's a big song in Australia. But anyway, having said that, had a comment related to me sleeping, camping in a Prius. Comment was generally, I don't know exactly what it said because I'm driving down the highway, but as best I recall, it was, how do you fit in the Prius? And the answer is this. Whenever I sleep in the Prius, I push the passenger seat all the way forward and tilt it all the way forward, okay? That's step one. Step two, fold down the back passenger seat on the right-hand side, fold that thing down. And then there's some other little minor steps that I do, but I put in a 26 by 75 tri-fold memory foam mattress. I'm 6'2", and I can lay on that bed stretched out comfortably because from the seat back, passenger side, when it's pushed all the way forward, from the seat back to the back of the car is about 78 to 80 inches, depending on where you measure it from. And the width of that space is about 26 inches, I think. So that works perfectly for me, gives me plenty of room, and I sleep quite well. Now, as to other things that I do in the Prius, people wonder about, how do I poo-poo in a Prius? I do it, folks, I do it. I'm not going to get into the gruesome details, but I do it. And it works out fine for me. So for you people that go Prius camping, I do have a playlist on my homepage, my channel homepage at Rusty78609, all lowercase, no spaces, and check it out. If you go car camping or van camping, there are tips there that will help you, because car camping and van camping are very similar. It's just that you have a little more space in the van. And car camping is car camping is car camping. The advantage of the Prius over most other cars is that you can run the AC and the heat all night long if you choose to, because the engine will cut on automatically and charge the batteries when they get low, and that is wonderful. Do I use the air conditioner and or heater very often when I'm camping in the Prius? Answer, no. Rarely, matter of fact. And the reason is most of my traveling or camping in my Prius is done in the warmer times of the year, say from May through October. And so it's comfortable. When I get ready to go to bed at night, it'll be in the, low 70s. So, it's fine. And then by midnight, it'll be in the low 60s. And by morning, it'll be in the upper 50s in most places that I go. So I don't need to run the AC or heater. But be that as it may, the comment was, how do I fit? Again, I'm 6'2", I'm 71 years old, and it works quite well for me. For other people, they may find it extremely difficult and hate it. But I have full-time RV for over 20 years. I no longer pull my travel trailer. I did for about 20 years, and I enjoyed it. It was okay. It had its ups and downs. But at the end, toward the last few years, it was just too much trouble. I didn't like having to do the jacks and the hookup and go to the dump and all that crap. So anyway, I went camping in my Prius about 4.5 years ago, and it was not all that exciting, I have to tell you, because I was gone for like 28 days on my first car camping trip in my Prius, and I learned a lot. Believe me, I made a lot of changes as I was moving down the highway, place to place to place to place to place. But over the years, I've gotten it down to a fine art. Then again, if you look at check out the playlist, you'll see there's a lot of tips that will help you minimize the transition to car camping, because you know, it's just you just need to tweak it just here and there, you know, just a few tweaks. And you know, of course, I don't do a lot of cooking. That helps. I do virtually none. I warm stuff now, and I just started that since the last couple of trips. And but before that, I just took stuff in an ice chest, and I would stop at grocery stores and pick up stuff. And that's kind of how I dealt with the food situation. As to taking a shower, there's a lot of ways to handle that, very simply. You know, but I won't get into the details on that. But just check out the playlist. I've got some videos there that tell you how to take showers, you know, the things to put on your windows, and there's an organizer that you can hang off the the driver's seat and into the back, and you can put a bunch of little things in there, and that helps a great deal to keep organized. And that's what it's all about. When you're camping in a small space, a car, you got to be organized, okay? And a lot of things have to have a dual or triple function, which makes it much more enjoyable. And I'm that way now. I mean, I've got it's called a fishing shirt. It's like 100% nylon. It works as a raincoat, windbreaker, jacket. It's everything, you know. And I just have to take one of those and a sweatshirt, a couple of pair of jogging pants, a couple of pair of underwear, socks. Actually, I take more underwear and socks than anything because those are the things that get dirty first. And your clothing, your outer clothing, you know, you're good for two weeks minimum with your outer clothing, unless you get out and sweat and do all that shit. You know, then you're going to have to wash them a little more regularly. But you know, again, you can overcome all of that. But anyway, the question was, how do I fit in the Prius? Answer: very well. I enjoy it. And for you guys that are thinking about possibly going camping in your car or getting a van and building it out, I have to tell you, you know, the best way to go minimally or minimalistic is, in my opinion, and I've looked at everything, and I haven't done it, but a van, get a van, a plain old cargo van, and put in the things that you want. That is the ultimate solution to your satisfaction, because that way you would be able to get over 20 miles to the gallon, have adequate space for, you know, what creature comforts, whatever you think you might need, but just add the stuff that you need as you need it. You know, when you go buy a motorhome, they got it jam-packed full of stuff that you may not really need. You can put solar on a van and you're good to go. Of course, I love my Prius. The only downside, if there is one for me in the Prius, is the limited space. In other words, in a van, you know, you can rig up sort of a recliner-like place where you can lean back and read a book and stuff, and you can kind of do that in the Prius by pushing the passenger seat all the way forward, leaning it forward, and sitting in the passenger seat behind the driver's seat, and that becomes a reading area and so forth. And then as far as taking a nap, if you choose to, you can just climb up on your bed that you're going to sleep on at night. And I do that occasionally, not often, because for some reason, I'm so excited about life that I rarely take naps. And I'm 71. But again, you can fit in a Prius. You know, two people would be a different situation. It can be done. I've seen people do it. I've seen videos about it. And, you know, it's doable. You just better like each other, because you're going to see a hell of a lot of each other. But anyway, having said that, guys, thumbs up from Central Texas, USA. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Why? Because it relieves stress. Helps you be healthy. Stretch, walk, get some exercise daily. Don't eat out too much. And you'll be healthy enough to go camping in your car anytime you choose to. And folks, that's what it's all about, because there's a whole freaking world out there. Sometimes I have to get up and kick myself in the butt to get me started. But once I get going, it's okay. But boy, sometimes I say, well, because you get lazy. You know what I mean? You just freaking get lazy. You know? You kind of go, well, you know, I don't know. I'm comfortable right here. You know, why should I change? Yada, yada, yada. So anyway, I'm going to pull over here and start the upload on this video. So guys, enjoy your day. I'm going to have lunch with my grandson if I ever get there. Anyway, adios amigos. Bye-bye.